All right, so this is officially week one of starting a home bakery. Um, if you haven't already caught up, basically, I quit my job in April to sell baked goods at a farmer's market nearby in Chicago. And so that farmer's market begins this Saturday. So for me, I start baking today. I have my whole schedule laid out and everything. Today's going to be pretty simple. It's just going to be doing my buttercreams. I'm going to do two types of cakes at the farmer's market. One is like a vanilla cake, like a nutty, toasty vanilla cake. The second one is a chocolate cherry cake. And so I'm going to do both those buttercreams today. And then throughout the week, I'm just going to slowly build each piece and then, assemble things and then package and then sell on Saturday. So yeah, we'll see how today goes. I don't really know. It's pretty simple. I don't also plan on making too much for week one, because I don't know how much attendance I'm gonna be getting. Since this is my first time doing it, there's a very limited audience. I think I'm already have, right? Because I think anybody who is showing up to that farmer's market looking for me is friends. Um, so I think I'm hoping, obviously, my sales go up as the farmer's market goes. I have 24 weeks of the market, so hopefully in a couple weeks, people will recognize me, recognize like the baked goods, and want to go there. And get some repeat customers. So we'll see how it goes. First, I need a hat and an apron. One sec. All right. I'm not really used to wearing hats inside. And then here's an apron. 600 grams of sugar. So I'm doing an Italian buttercream, so I need to get my sugar syrup to the right temperature, which is like 240, I think. 240, yep. So let's go over to the stove. Now let me bring you over this way. Let's see. Basically what I'm just doing is got my temperature probe over there, and I'm just gonna mix this until like most of the sugar dissolves. I'm gonna cover it, and then I'm gonna go for I don't know. Okay, I need my egg whites. So I need 12 egg whites or 390 grams of egg whites. So let's see. I'm doing an Italian buttercream, which is basically sugar syrup poured into whipped egg whites, and then whip that up again, add in butter. There's your buttercream. So to do that, I need a shit ton of egg whites. For this recipe, it's 12 egg whites. And I'm doing two different buttercreams, so that's 24 egg whites. And then the rest of the yolks, I'm gonna be using for my pastry cream tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow. So it really works out. I did it this way so that I wouldn't have any leftover yolks or whites. I'd rather have leftover whites because I could freeze it. The yolks, I've tried freezing them. They get really gritty. So I don't really like freezing yolks. So right now we're just gonna crack a shit ton of eggs, I guess. This is gonna be a while. Alright, last one for this batch. Oh, fuck me. So, the sugar syrup is currently at 221. I need it to be 230, but I'm gonna start whipping the egg whites at 231. There is a little bit of yolk in my whites. Honestly, I know a lot of people are like, don't put, you know, like the gotta be perfect to make a meringue. Honestly, I've done it before. It, I don't think it makes that big of a difference. I don't know. Like, I'm not advocating for a whole ass yolk in your whites, but like, it's not that big of a deal. I don't know. Let's continue. Oh. I really wish the color stayed like this because I feel like it's a really nice, I don't know if you can see it, but it's like a nice light kind of pastel red ink. But I think as you add more butter, it just kind of loses a lot of the color and it kind of becomes a lot lighter. It's still nice, but not as good. Alright, so while that's running, what I'm going to do now is just cube up the butter just so it's easier to add. To the stand mixer. And because these are like solids, not like sticks, I have to leave it to cool longer, so I might as well cut it out. So I'm looking for 847 grams off of this. Alright, so that looks pretty good. You can see the color is like just a lot duller. I don't really want to add more like food. Like I don't add any food coloring, but I don't want to like add artificial food coloring. Maybe in the future I will, but as of right now, I'm not super interested in doing that. Just keep the colors natural. So what I'm gonna do now is I got these reusable like gallon Ziplocs, and so what I'm gonna do is just put the buttercream in these because I don't need the buttercream until Thursday. So I'm gonna put the buttercream in them and then freeze them. Cherry chocolate cake buttercream, 513.24. Alright, so this is the second buttercream I just finished. I had to do it again because I guess when I poured the sugar syrup into the egg white mixture, I think I did it a little fast. I don't know. I don't remember, but looks like it deflated it too much, so I wasn't able to whip back up. So right now this is the second buttercream. This is the well, this was formal. Well, it was not. I don't know, formerly. So I was gonna call the cake MSG cake, but the feedback on calling. Okay, so there's no MSG in the fucking cake, right? Let's make that clear. There's no MSG in the cake, but I just thought the name sounded fun. The cake, the MSG stands for misukaru, which is a Korean like roasted powder, like a nut powder. It's got like a bunch of different nuts and grains, and it imparts like a really nutty, kind of toasty flavor onto, you know, my buttercream. And I wanted to use MSG as a name, Misukaru MSG, just because it was like a fun name. But a lot of people said no. I mean, a lot of people said to do it anyway. I am not sure. I could change the name of the cake in the future. Like if I personally feel like I'm like 60-40. Obviously, I understand why people don't want to eat something called MSG cake. At the same time, like obviously, like MSG is naturally occurring. Like it's basically just, it was fear mongered. So like for me, it would be disappointing if somebody was like, ew, MSG, I don't want that because of stereotypes and racism or something. But you know, whatever. Dude, I love this buttercream so much though. This is my favorite buttercream I've ever done. Like it's, I don't know, the flavor is just so, I don't know. I've heard it being called grape nuts. I've never had grape nuts. I don't know what they are. I mean, I know that they're a cereal. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. So, who knows? It's like salty. It's sweet. It's nutty. I don't know how else to describe it. I really don't. It's not like salty. Again, no MSG relation, right? Like, I don't know, man. I will forever be salty at that. Okay. It's not a pun time. Okay. So this is done. So this is MSGBC 41324. All right, so this is basically day one done. Day one is pretty simple. I keep my plan is to keep Mondays kind of like as like a resupply, restock day. Generally, if I need anything made, like jams, spare ingredients, stuff like that. That's kind of, and then like grocery runs, supply runs. That's kind of my point, like my purpose for Mondays. We'll see how that one goes. I think it'll be interesting. Like, right, let's see. So this week I'm planning to do 2 cakes, focaccia, and then 3 cream puffs. Cream puffs are going to be vanilla, coffee, and black sesame. So like normally if I have to do like a jam, like a fruit jam for the week, then I guess I would do that today, but I don't have to. Like it's not like I need to make the coffee or anything today, so I guess that's kind of it for today. Yeah. All right, nice.